What is going on, everybody? I'm Nick Ellison, otherwise known as the Biggest Realtor. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're not, I'm back. I know we took a little hiatus there. I'm excited to be back, bring y'all some great content, some great home tours. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna do some fun videos. We're gonna tour around Wilson. And I don't know if any of you have actually wondered, but is Wilson a good place to live? You know, we get that question a lot. I truly believe it is. I live here. My wife has a business here. We shop here, eat here, live here locally. We get the question a lot of, is it affordable? Can you buy a beautiful home without spending $500,000? And so today, I want to try and encompass all that and answer a bunch of those questions. I'm also going to show you that one of my listings perfectly reflects that. And you don't have to spend $500,000 to get there. So if you're thinking about relocating, it's been a long day, about relocating to Wilson or anywhere in Eastern North Carolina, make sure you subscribe, because every week I make these videos helping people, telling people where to move, showing some cool listings. And so let's jump to it. So I've had people from New York, New Jersey, Maryland, Florida, California, all over the place, and they all tell me the same thing. I can't believe what something costs in Wilson. And so I was just at a conference, the Tom Ferry Summit in Anaheim, California. Tom, it was amazing. All the speakers, you did great. But I was sitting next to this lady, and she was from San Francisco, and she was telling me her average sales price was around 1.9 million, and houses were going for $1 million to $2 million over asking price. Blew my mind. And so she pulled up one of the listings, and I think it sold for around 2 million and some change, and it was like 1,500 and some feet. I got my calculator out and started doing the math. In Wilson, that same $2-some million listing would have been $275,000. That is outrageous. So I can't believe those costs. I know some of y'all other people have a hard time believing those costs. It's just mind-boggling to me, the price difference between the East Coast, West Coast, and Wilson, North Carolina, and surrounding areas. So Wilson sits in a very unique position. We're exit 121 right off of 95. We're close to everything. You know, we're about 45 minutes from Raleigh, so we can go watch the Stanley Cup champions, the Carolina Hurricanes. Go Kings. We're about 40 minutes from Greenville, North Carolina, ECU. 2 hours from the beach, 3.5 hours from the mountains, 3.5 hours and some change from Charlotte. So we're very unique positioned. But we're also far enough removed to where we're close to the triangle, but you're not paying triangle prices. So if you need to get there, get in the car, get in the truck, it's right there. But you can live in Wilson and spend Wilson money and still have all those amenities available to you. And a lot of people actually live in Wilson that work in Raleigh or Greenville, and it's way cheaper for them to live here, and they get way more house than they would off of Six Forks Road or something like that in Raleigh. So let's talk numbers. There was a stat at Tom Ferry that I'm gonna get to you here in a second, which was mind-boggling. But the median home price around much of America right now has climbed to about $400,000. In many larger metro areas, it's higher, way higher. Obviously, that illustration I just gave you about San Francisco. But here in Wilson, you can still buy beautiful homes in the low to mid 300s, which is crazy to me. And I've got this listing. It's 329.9. It's just over 2,200 feet, 3-bed, 2-bath. I mean, it's gorgeous. It's been completely redone. The floors were redone, paint, cabinets, insulation added underneath. The roof and HVAC are good. Driveway's new. Shutters have been painted. It's gorgeous. So I'm going to show you some pictures. So you're going to see them. We're going to pop them up right here. And as you scroll through, you're going to be able to tell that everything's been touched. New LVP floors. The fireplace, which is going to be over here. The old fireplace is here. It's nuts. So it was brick. I had a fight with the seller. He didn't want to paint it. We painted it. Whatever. So it's over here, the old one, and bam! There's the new one, right? White, black finishes. It looks so good. It's just such an open, inviting family room. And right off to the family room, you'll have your kitchen, little eat-in area. You can put a glass table, 4-top glass table, chairs around it. You know, everybody can enjoy living together. Right off of that and right off of the living room, you've got the sunroom. Sunroom's gorgeous, looks out to the backyard. He hasn't put a patio back there yet. Obviously, you can go in and put a patio if you buy it. And so it's just a wide open living space. And the best part about it is there is a master bathroom on the first floor. So you don't have to climb upstairs. You put the kids upstairs, you get a little bit of space going. So all that has new floors in it. The bathroom has been recently redone, new countertops in there, new mirrors, new paint. It was I want to say it was a red wallpaper, and it was just unbelievable. But you got to imagine, so you have this house in Wilson, this beautiful house that is $329,900, and you take it and you put it in California, right? Well, if you take that same square footage, it would be over $1.5 million, which is nuts. I mean, you take this house and move it 45 minutes down the road to Raleigh, it would likely be well over $500,000. So you're gonna save almost $200,000 living 45 minutes away. Cary, you're probably looking at closer to $600,000, 55 minutes away. Charlotte suburbs, $500,000 is not unusual. You see the trend here? And you keep going up the coast, right? So Northern Virginia, you're looking at $700,000 to $900,000. $600,000 difference just to live in Wilson, North Carolina. New Jersey, 800 plus. Get out of here. We don't want it, right? Like I said, San Francisco, California, $1 million. Easy. Here, $329,900. Let that number sink in. That's going to get your attention. So what makes Wilson worth it? A lot of people have asked over the years. So I came here about 10 years ago. I came and played at Barton College. I played basketball. I had no intentions of staying, and then I started living here, fell in love with the city, and it pulled me in, right? So, you know, people think usually giving up affordability. So if you're going to buy a cheaper house, giving up affordability means you give something up. And in Wilson, that's just truly not the case. Golf courses, we have great golf courses. Wilson Country Club, phenomenal golf course, just got bought by McConnell. So if you join the Wilson Country Club, you're going to have access to 17 different courses. One of those includes Sedgefield, where they just played the Wyndham this past weekend. I mean, it's top-notch, absolute top-notch course. We have amazing, great local restaurants. All the local businesses around here, awesome local coffee shops. I don't want to know what my wife's bill on the coffee is every month, but they're all local places around here, and we appreciate you. Shopping, medical care, historic downtown has gone crazy. The Whirligig Park, if you don't know what a Whirligig is, here's a picture of one. They're crazy. There's a huge history behind it. You wouldn't believe why the Whirligig Park is there and how much has been invested into it. And if you haven't been to the Whirligig Festival, come November, come on and visit. The Warbird Stadium. So Wilson just spent over $150 million on a brand new minor league baseball stadium. And when you're in that ballpark, you do not feel like you were in Eastern North Carolina for about 2.5 hours. It is unbelievable. They did an amazing job. They've got a great team. Shout out to the Milwaukee Brewers, City of Wilson. Y'all did phenomenal. Lake Wilson. My wife always told me when she lived in Raleigh when I met her, she's like, I'm not moving to Wilson unless there's water. Well, I found a house on the lake, and here we are. So Lake Wilson has a walking trail. You can walk all the way around. It's just over 2 miles. There's a Frisbee golf course on it. Wilson has other greenway trails and other community events throughout the year, Whirligig Park, and it's just really has come alive in the past 10 years. I didn't expect it to be the way it is. So honestly, I think Wilson is perfect for first-time home buyers. I think it's perfect for families, retirees that just want to settle down and have a slower pace of life. Remote workers. I mean, if you can work from home, it's a cheap place to live compared to living in Raleigh if you want to sit in an apartment all day that you're paying $2,200 a month for. Military families. We have great access to Goldsboro. I mean, we're right down the highway, 35 minutes away. If you don't want to live in Goldsboro, Wilson's a great alternative. If you're just sick of the city, I mean, if you just don't want to live the city life anymore and you just want to kind of slower pace of life and cheaper, Wilson's a perfect place for you. So, sorry, getting a little parched. But like I said before, originally Wilson wasn't supposed to become home. I came from Maryland. I know I'm a Yankee. I get it. Some of y'all are going to be upset with that. But it did. And I genuinely feel like now I'm engulfed and part of this community. I'm on the planning board. I belong to multiple clubs. I'm in a Kiwanis. I'm on the board of realtors. I have engulfed myself in Wilson. We're part of the Chamber of Commerce. We loved it so much. My wife opened her business here, Mission Physical Therapy. And so that's, the outreach from this community is amazing. And I think people really connect with authenticity rather than You know, bigger cities, you might get swanky dinner parties and this and that. Wilson doesn't really feel like that. It feels like a community. And so my final thoughts on that, if you want to stretch your dollar the most, you get the most bang for your buck, own a little bit of a nicer home than maybe you could in a city or a suburb of Charlotte or something like that, a little more breathing room financially, I think Wilson deserves to be on your list and at least should be talked about. And so all that being said, if you're thinking about moving to Wilson, I would love to help you. All my contact information will be in the captions of this video, comment section. Whether you're moving from another country, another state, you're already local, I'd love to help. I'd love to answer any questions you might have. Drop any questions you got in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. And after seeing this video and you saw that house, would you move to Wilson? Serious answer. If you could get that house and you're living up somewhere in New Jersey and your house is $700,000, would you move to Wilson for that house? If you'd like to see it in person or virtually, just give me a call. Don't forget, like, subscribe. Like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.